As always, 100% cotton t-shirt that's been soaked in soda ash for at least 20 minutes and then spun in the washing machine until it's just damp. I've already turned it inside out, I think. Yes. And I'm going to go ahead and do what I usually do for the symmetrical designs. And there's a separate video listed in the description that goes over the details, the how-to for doing this first part of flipping it so that you can put the sleeves inside each other and folding it in half. So I'll just blow through that real quick on here, and those that have already seen it don't need to watch it this time. So you could go two different directions with this. You could take this and, well, just go ahead and do the lines. Go like that, or we can take it and go like this. Hold on. Let's go with a different color. There we go. That's what I think I'm going to go with. But you could do this just as easily. Come this way, then really tight turn down. So, whichever way you want to go with, and go ahead and fold it up as an accordion. Alright, so is the collar technically in it? No, it's not. But it's a heck of a lot easier to leave it in it than have it flopping around and it be on this side, yet it's really on that side as far as the die is concerned. So, those little changes you make to make life easier. Right, pull this. This isn't super tight. I know it looks like that one might be, but it was just going slow. Alright. You could do this with a rubber band without too much difficulty. We just need to make sure it's tight for the rubber band. Alright, I'm going to touch up both sides for the accordions and then just drop some rubber bands in on those. Alright, one day I'm going to give some consideration. Oh, I just realized the camera zoomed in. Okay, I hope you saw the majority of the rest of it. How far? Alright, one of these days I'm going to pay attention to how long I can do this without going off the cooling rack that I use. And I'm pretty sure this is too long. But oh well. Alright, I know I marked it here. And so this part is a different pattern than the rest of this. So for this side, I'm going to mark off, this isn't perfectly straight here, so I'm just going to pick one side. Let's go there. I'll mark off 2 inches. think I'm going to do is let it go until this one. I'm actually going to change all the rest of this. The reason I'm putting sinew over it is that it will hold better. When you go back and adjust the fabric. If it was just a rubber band here, when I do this, it would skew the rest of this. Pull this off and turn this just into a scrunch. Now the scrunch transition from the accordion never really is the most perfect transition because it likes to keep that pattern of the accordion pretty far into the design, but it's doing what I can here. And I'm going to do something else different here. Let's see. Went 2 inches. I'm going to do 1 inch. And then just do the opposite. This first one's going to be like that. I'm going to switch to this narrow. I'm going to switch to the 2 inch. And I'll switch to the narrow. And then back to the 2 inch. There we go. Mark that off. Alright, sufficiently confused? Because I am. Alright, this side I'm going to do just vertical lines on here. We're going to space it out for the center and we'll do 1 inch. All right. Yeah, this one's, I was really not planning this kind of complexity. So, we've got these where it's going to be dyed straight across, these where we're going to do the dyes at that sawtooth angle. It's different than normal because it's got that. It's actually more like a sawtooth since it's steeper on one side. And then just this to drop in place on the end. So, off to dye. Alright, for this one, fire red and power berry and amethyst. The red and the one of the other two for this section right here. For the middle section, it will be orange crush, daffodil, bright green, and cerulean. And then for this part at the end is amethyst and power berry. Just alternating. And I'm pretty sure about that. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I'll let this melt through. Yes, there's a little bit there that still needs some more ice. I'll take care of that after. And yes, I did use a couple of other colors. I ended up using all 6 in this section. I underestimated what was going to need to be done. I was originally planning on going with wider lines, but I didn't do it when I started, so went ahead and improvised, and with those other colors it pulls these 2 sections in anyway, so it should work. Alright, go ahead and let that melt through. Most likely what I'm going to do is just come back and soda ash and reapply the ice and let it melt through a second time like I do typically on this type of thing that has the sawtooth. If I do, I may or may not video that, but I'll let you know on the washout if I don't video it. Alright, this is melted all the way through, so I'll go ahead and apply soda ash. And then we'll go ahead and put on another round of ice and let this melt through. Alright, let that sit, melt through, and then wait. From the first dye application, it'll be about 24 hours before the washout starts. Alright, it's been over 24 hours. Let's go ahead and do this washout. Alright, let's take a look at this. So I'll throw this in the washing machine and then we'll take a final look. Alright, here's the results. Now, if you watch me much, you know I'm not going to be real happy because of the white here. It kind of works, but it seems to be a little too much, and there's some odd artifacts going on. A little white in here, that kind of stuff. Overall, it's good, but it just doesn't have that pop that I like to see on the final designs. Doing it again, I would probably come down and do the top instead of the bottom, and most likely go with just some blues in here, not the violet and, what was it, violet and cerulean, I think. Just to keep some blues here, and then all the other colors coming around the rest of the way. I think would have looked a lot better, and not do something different with the sleeves, just have those as part of the design. It just seems to be kind of all over the place and busy, I guess is the best way to explain it. So what do you think? Would it have been better to do almost a vest style at the top versus this Eiffel Tower almost like design with some kind of little face right there? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, thanks for watching.